So we will call to order our regular select board meeting. Any adjustments to the agenda?
No.
Okay, good. Approval of minutes of June 19th. So moved?
So moved.
It's been moved and I will second to approve the minutes of June 19th as presented. If there's no further discussion, all in favor? Aye. All right, public comment. There is no public here, so I'm assuming that means no public comment. So select board items, errors and omissions for Windham Windsor housing.
So in front of you in your packet, from the Board of the Listers, there is an errors and omissions for Windham Windsor housing. There was a mistake made last year, and a typo was made. So the value is $780,200 on the property. And then they get a 10% exemption. So the reduction should have been $78,020 instead of $7,820. So it does raise the overall grand list a little bit, not much. It doesn't even impact the municipal tax rate. So
I would entertain a motion to approve the errors and omissions for parcel 110125-.1 for the Putney Landing, as presented.
So I move to accept the adjustment.
So moved.
There you go, thank you.
So it's been moved and I will, well, I guess I could have moved it, but I second it. I second it. Okay. And then if there's no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
can you sign off on that, Josh,
Yep.
please? And David.
Do you care what copy?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Very good.
It's 0703, right?
Yes.
Okay, next, we need to, there's an adjustment, I believe, because of that.
There is not an adjustment.
Oh,
So
there is
what
not.
happened, I'll just explain it. So the grand list went
It's
up.
listed, our
Right.
agenda item is a municipal tax rate adjustment. But go ahead and explain, sorry.
So the grand list went up. And so when I put in the new grand list of 2,406,944, it didn't bring, hang on a minute, do I have the right one? I do, right? Am I looking at the right one?
I have 20405,328.
All right, this is the old one. Can I read off of yours, please?
Yeah?
Thank you. So the new grand list is 2,405,328. It was 2,406,944. Okay?
So, and this is adjustment as a result of that omission? and
Correct.
error that we just corrected?
Correct.
Okay.
So it did not change the total tax rate of 0.68. So it was minimal. I thought it might.
0.768.
Yeah, 0.768.
Yeah.
Correct. So there's no change.
Because it's just not a significant enough
Right,
change. in
it
the
wasn't.
grand list, no.
Right.
Okay. So we don't have a change and we're just acknowledging that.
Right.
Okay. We have a change in the grand list, but not in the.
Yes.
So, okay, good, thank you.
Another thing, the state education tax for Windham County has not been set yet.
Right,
So we did receive from Uninet, 90 towns in Vermont still have not set the educational tax rate. And we're one of them, so I was kind
They
of,
can't.
what?
yeah, they haven't been able to because of the school mergers and merger incentives
Oh,
or rear
okay, so
appraisals or
other
lack.
towns that had already merged have been able to set them?
Yes,
Okay, I
yeah.
see.
So there's 170 towns that have finalized their educational rates.
Okay,
And there's 90 still to do that.
okay.
And I don't know when that's gonna happen. I'm hoping by next week, but I can't guarantee anything.
Yeah, so it's just a question of, well, what did we decide? We don't need to have a special meeting other than to set the fourth rate.
The fourth rate will be based off of the educational rate,
Exactly.
which we can't change.
Influence anyway.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so we don't really have to meet about that.
No, we don't. And the
It's a question
first,
of whether we have to approve it or not.
yeah, well, if it changes in any respect, I'll put it in
Right.
front of the select board. So August 16th will be the first tax payment due date?
So we should be sending it out on the 16th of
Yes.
July.
Yes.
Okay. So just, if you need us to have a special meeting, just let us
I
know.
will.
I'm around. You're around?
I'm around. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would, wish I wasn't, but yeah, I would
exactly.
definitely be around.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but I
How
will
much time do you
definitely
need
do that.
after you get the rate to generate the tax bills and get them out in time? You need, usually this is done
A
by
handful of days anyway.
Yeah.
No, it's not necessarily done by, I mean, sometimes it is, but it's often, for similar reasons, it's often right down to the line, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we have special paper to print on, so it's just plugging in the numbers into NEMRIC once I have the education tax rate.
Then you can run it out.
Yes.
But it takes, then it's stuffing envelopes and so on and
Yes.
so forth, so it's a
Yeah.
couple day process.
How many tax bills in this town again?
Yeah, I was gonna say
1185, yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Wasn't there something with 30 days, they have 30 days to appeal the tax thing too, so we can't really,
Well, it has to be, who had to appeal?
the schools or the something,
I don't think the schools do.
somebody, I don't know, Jonathan was talking about.
I think they have 30 days to
From the
appeal
vote.
our rate.
From the vote, right?
From
The
vote,
budget,
From the school budget.
Oh,
budget.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would make sense.
Right.
Yeah. Again, nothing we have control over, so.
Right.
yeah. So, but they have to wait until that's over to issue that, so.
Right.
that
So I
must
don't
be-
think we're gonna have the education
It
tax
doesn't
by the
sound like
16th.
it necessarily.
I can send an email next week just to see if
See
there's
what the
any.
deal is. Yeah, all right. Nothing we have any control over anyway.
Right.
so. All right, gravel pit update?
In your packet. This came from Vermont Municipal Bond Bank back on around June 12th, they emailed it. So basically, this is the commitment letter to move ahead with the bond. And it states July 31st is the estimated date of closing. I did get confirmation today, Josh, after our meeting. The closing date, it's scheduled for July 31st.
Our
Yeah.
closing for the purchase,
Yes.
same day as the issuance of the bond.
Right, that bond money will be available that afternoon.
Okay.
So they will coordinate with us on how it's gonna be dispersed and where we can get it from for the closing. It's moving forward.
Okay, so 8 years time. Okay. All right, anything else about that? We had a meeting at the pit this morning. There were a couple issues that we talked about related to clarifying information on permits that we sort of assume are correct, but it's not completely clear reading the permits that they're correct, so Larry was gonna.
Act 250.
Exactly, so, you know, it's, everything they've been doing there is everything that we sort of assumed and knew they were doing. But there's sort of one section of permit that Larry hasn't been able to find that would sort of confirm that that's what the state knows they're doing. Well, they've been submitting paperwork to the state, so if the state doesn't know they've been doing it, then that's a glitch on the state's part. So they're just trying to figure out sort of what the detail is that's missing, and it's assumed that it'll be fine, and so we're just waiting to confirmation of that from the state kind of thing.
So Larry's basically guaranteeing the title.
He needs to do a
research.
title, exactly.
Okay.
Legally, he
needs
has to do
title
that
Yeah.
for the buyer,
Mm-hmm.
so.
And
So we know
we're-
we're actually buying a piece of property we can buy.
And what the
Right.
condition,
Right.
and what exactly the conditions, that's what his concern was,
Yeah.
was there, he just couldn't sort of get A, B, and C all on the same page at the same time. He was saying, this permit shows this permit shows this, but I'm not sure where this is, so Mike's lawyer was gonna work on that.
And so what if the sale goes through, we won't have to go through any permitting process to use it
No.
anyway, because
No.
these are all in place and that's why
They
we're.
That's
follow
what
the
we're,
land.
that's what we're
Yes.
Okay, got it,
Yep.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So there's two other items still open, Josh. One being finalizing the phase one
Right,
environmental
Yeah.
site assessment.
Yeah.
There's a questionnaire with Dummerston. They're gonna get that back to me. I'll get it to the engineer
okay.
and then finalize that. The other, second item is the interlocal agreement, which Larry is still
Work towards.
massaging.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So once those two items are complete, we will be ready for closing.
Sounds good. Good? All right. That it for that?
Yes.
You were thinking, do you have anything you want to say from a town manager standpoint, or you're good?
I just want to make mention that we're closed tomorrow and the office will be closed on Friday as well.
Okay, sounds good.
And the highway department is off on Friday. So, but any
Alright.
emergencies, Tom Goddard can be reached, Brian Harlow can be reached, I can be reached, select board members,
Might be able to be reached.
but
All right, sounds good.
Too easily reached, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Track down one way or the other.
only in case of an emergency.
All right, so warrants. I will make a motion that we approve and execute the warrants as presented upon review.
And I second that.
Been moved and seconded to execute and approve warrants. All those in favor? Aye.
Payroll warrant dated June 28th in the amount of $12,995.36. Everyone's on here.
Yeah, must be
Lifeguards.
for that bit of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
lifeguards, library,
How things going up the pool?
nice, I haven't heard any complaints. Bev said there was like 150 kids in the pool. the other day.
My son's been there several times. He said it's been great.
Yes,
It's been really
yeah.
nice, so.
Have we take delivery on the slide yet?
Not yet, but we're gonna work on that.
Gotcha.
Either next week or the week after.
Remember, she promised to
Have we
put it
ordered
in.
this slide yet? I had to close the year, okay? That was more important than the slide.
Yeah, we couldn't spend any more money last year. Payroll warrant dated July 5th in the amount of $8,208.32. And I have to say, some of those lifeguards are putting in some good hours for teenagers. I'm looking for something, Josh, I don't see it here. Oh, there it is, okay. So accounts payable, June 28th through July 5th, in the amount of $200,262.25. The breakout on that, so highway department, $135,439.36. I will let you know, those are invoices for A.S. Clark and Mtg. Anything to do with the Houghton Brook, and Renault did the crane for like $4,800. So general fund was $43,734.13, and then there's some miscellaneous. So I ran a balance sheet prior to coming into this meeting. We're about 18,000, a little over $18,000 in the deficit for general
General
fund.
fund. And still, but still have surplus in highway.
Yes. And we still have 60 days to still collect
Right.
delinquent taxes for fiscal year 2019.
And how much is delinquent? I remember looking at that, but I couldn't remember.
170,000. But the majority, 102,000 is 2018. So highly unlikely that we'll see much more.
Got it.
Southwest New Hampshire District, that's our dispatch.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Tax sale has not been set yet.
Okay.
Hoping in August, before we close out that 60-day period.
Yeah.
That would help,
That.
yes.
And O'Brien is for cemetery work, is that right?
Yes.
Good.
We're still waiting on the box culvert up here, right?
For the sidewalk?
Sidewalk.
Yeah, and that's a separate account.
Right, I was just curious.
Yep.
It popped in my head.
I actually
watched
just,
it last night.
yeah, I took a drive up there tonight and it doesn't look like anything, or much of anything's happened.
For-
I don't think the culvert, the box culvert was delivered.
I didn't see it there last night.
Didn't you say,
before
I
that.
thought you said July 5th,
Mhm.
so Friday should be delivered.
I don't think it's gonna get delivered today. I'm gonna call
No,
Pathways,
it's the 5th, right?
which is
Friday.
Friday.
Right,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
on
I don't-
Friday, you don't think it's
No.
gonna happen?
No. I need a new schedule too for the project, because we're beyond,
Shifted.
yeah.
All right, anything else?
No. Unless Alyssa has something,
I have nothing.
And we don't need an executive session.
not tonight.
Okay, and our next meeting date is July 17th, unless, as we said, we
Right.
need a special one for tax
Yes.
rate. And other than that, motion to adjourn,
Motion. I second that. You got it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good, thank you.
Thank you.